What's up, dudes? I was really bored last night and I started watching GANTZ. And I've never seen a show that so accurately depicts what it's like to be like a loser male. I don't want to spoil it, but like 5 minutes into the first episode, the main character just starts imagining himself uh, like undressing all of his classmates. Gets a hard on predictably, and one of the women in this class yells, "Teacher! The main protagonist has a hard on," and everybody just starts fucking like laughing at him and grilling him about it. One of those rare kind of animes where it's kind of like an isekai or whatever. Main character dies and gets you know taken off to an exciting world, not like his boring old life, but they sausage fest it up, which is accurate to the way real life works. Uh, the main trio of characters is the one most of us would relate to: a taller, better looking guy and a girl. And right away, the girl just latches onto the taller, better looking guy. And the main character is just seething about it the whole time. Understandably so. You know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Naruto in that regard, where the main character is kind of like a dork, and the whole time he just has to watch his love interest fawn over the like douchebag in their love triangle. Very relatable. It's an anime I can actually watch because it mirrors real life dynamics enough that it doesn't suspend my disbelief, or it doesn't manage to break my suspension of disbelief, rather. Couple episodes in, the the female character ends up showing up at the main character's door, and he's all excited because he thinks, "Oh, it's finally, right? Like she's attracted to me. I'm gonna get to, get it in here. Like she realized like I'm the guy that saved us and everything." And that's like not it at all. She's just homeless and she knows he's a simp, so she shows up at his place, asks to like ask for like food and like a shower and like, "Yeah, can I sleep in your bed?" And he thinks, "Oh, fuck, I'm finally gonna lose my virginity. I got a hot girl sleeping in my bed." Blah 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 blah. And no, it's just he's just let down by it. Like she pulls some dumb shit like, I'm your pet and people don't have sex with their pets, right? Which is hilarious because we know better now. There's actually some dog pills in the show too. There's a lot of dog pills. The dog that's with them keeps literally like licking at the chick's pussy, and the main character remarks that he'd heard some rumors about Japanese salary women and their dogs, but had never confirmed it. So I guess the dog pill is also something that the Japanese have been dealing with. They really are ahead of the curve as it pertains to inceldom. No, I'm like 6 episodes into the first season. I really relate to the spook character. Very relatable guy. Especially when he laughs at them and tells them not to bother telling anybody, they're not going to believe them anyway. Very relatable. Trolling, man. I try to pick Jax and I just get fucking. The whole team's gonna play him apparently. Look at that! It's inescapable, dude. I'm just trying to play a game of League. Come on, dude. Excess Jack cells and gang stalkers. I'm trolling this game, I don't care. This game is like living in a society. I just can't get into lane. Uh, I think no matter what live show you do, it's dependent on having different people. Gotta have people that are kind of adding new things to the conversation rather than just parroting stuff. I never have a conversation I don't enjoy with Dismal because it always goes to places that I haven't been before. I I just feel like Thomas is kind of behind the eight ball. He was behind when we were talking to him, and that hasn't necessarily improved. A lot of the people Thomas brings up, I have no idea who he's talking about. Somebody in chat described him as a pop culture cell, and I thought that was pretty accurate. Doing live shows is easier the more active chat you have because they feed you ideas, they give you things to riff off of.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
It's difficult with a small audience.
This body is just one of many.
The stuff at the beginning of the show too, where it was doing the kind of mind reading thing, and you were just hearing the thoughts of everybody around. I like that it didn't. It depicted women accurately. Like the young women were just like sex obsessed. Like, oh, I hope he meets me on time, or I'm not gonna get dicked down today. That would suck. Good luck finding a piece of Western media that accurately depicts the mindset of young women. They're just retarded gooners in most cases. Their entire brain is just nothing but a sexualized hormone soup.
You can't take me.
First blood. An enemy has been slain.
I've been getting lazy about re-uploading stuff to Rumble. I'm gonna try and finish the rest of my videos over there, and then once I do, I'll set up double streaming. Oof. I'm fucking trash at last hitting on brand.
I am the fire that cleanses the world.
An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill.
I'm on a short fuse.
That was a wasted flash. And that mana to combo. Expect my Q to cost 70 mana, that's pretty egregious.
Blaze a trail. I purify this one. This body is just one of many.
It creeps up on you, man. You don't realize how bad it's getting until it's kind of too late.
Some say the world
I wish the male biological clock started ticking a lot sooner. Should start ticking when you're like fucking 14. Not when you're 24 or 34.
the inferno begins.
You have slain an enemy. An ally has been slain.
You can't take these.
An enemy has been slain.
I think if you get to 15 in this day and age with no female attention, you're done. Uh, yeah, I mean, I would agree. The problem is it's like more or less every guy with healthy testosterone wants a bitch when they're in high school. So if you make it out of high school, you know, you're like a late bloomer or whatever. Even if you have a window of opportunity later, you're not going to be allowed to act on it. Who wants to be a 25-year-old guy that finally hit their stride, they can finally get attention from girls, and you get attention from 25-year-old girls that have been taking random dick for the last decade? That's not exactly like fair or equitable or not degrading.
Their scars will be worn.
It's not even about looking old. I didn't look old. That age, that number is a death sentence. I'm not one of these Richard Coper types that can get some 28-year-old fucking bimbo with Botox face and everything else and be satisfied. I'd rather have nothing. I'd say once you're 20, unless you can, you know, make it happen without anybody else cluing into it, you're done for. You're never getting a teen girl. People are going to start intervening.
I'm on a short
It's not weird at all. People just make it weird. That was so fucking common when I was younger. Nobody said anything about it. Everybody just accepted it. And then, like everything else, they pull the ladder up on it. Oh, actually, we're not doing that anymore. That's not allowed. That's bad. And it's not even 25, dude. I guarantee you if you were fucking 23, 22 trying to date a girl that's fucking 19 nowadays, you'd hear about it. You've shrunk the acceptable age gap down and that's not good enough. You're still going to hear about that. This is what I mean. You gotta work. You gotta get it done while you're young, or it's gone. The opportunities for later success are they're already evaporating, and you have people running around with shop vacs trying to suck up the rest of it.
An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
I don't think I have very rare opinions. I think the only thing that's rare about me is I'll actually say them. And I only do that because I've got nothing to lose. You know, I know I'm never getting a girl that I'll like. I'll never own a home. Good jobs are out of the question. My family already treats me like shit, so it's not going to get any worse.
You can't
Why
contain
would I, on top of all of that, censor myself on behalf of people that don't give a fuck anyway? It's part of what gave me the confidence to shoot my shot, even though I got destroyed for it, is that my family is already an embarrassing group of people. You know, I've had to endure so much fucking embarrassment because of my sister's behavior that what does it matter if I do something that adds to that?
I am the fire that cleanses the wood.
It's not like I'm ruining my family's reputation. It's already been ruined.
After millennia, I am free. Some say the world will end in fire.
I've never had that much trouble getting a job. I haven't been able to get a good job, but getting a shitty, like, whatever tier job hasn't been any big deal. It's not to say it doesn't happen, but I don't need that to become a problem on top of everything else. I'm not in Alberta, I'm in BC. And no, Alberta isn't good. Edmonton and Calgary are both overrun with Jeets. Calgary's the capital of Alberta and has a female Jeet mayor. Do you think it was white people that elected that? Any province in the United States or any province in Canada is worse than pretty much every state. Yeah, and what do you figure the requirement to be classified as a newcomer is? That means you probably got here in the last 6 months, when in reality the newcomer numbers are probably higher to 50%.
An ally has been slain.
What do I think about being a good person? I think I spent the first 28 years of my life being a good person, and it never got me anything but used, betrayed, lied about, falsely accused. So I'm not a big fan of the good person racket. It's only white boys that ever expected to be good people. Everybody else, anything they do is explained and justified away as being in their rational self-interest.
You can't contain me, summoner.
Enemy killing spree. Your turret has been destroyed.
I am the fire that cleanses the world. After millennia, I am free.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Rumble should be linked on my profile. It's just Western Decline.
I'm on a short fuse. The fires of vengeance.
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. Enemy rampage.
Going.
Enemy double kill. Shut down.
Blades a trail.
No, I don't get neat bucks. I'm gonna try and get unemployment here. I am going to get my owed overtime that they didn't pay me. So so busted, man. We're never going to get violence. We're going to have sexual and economic violence like we already have, and that's where they're going to keep the battle. You're just going to get stuck competing against people fucking your women and taking your jobs, when the only way you're going to be able to win is to violently oust them, and that will be made impossible. Never be allowed to do it. Nothing changes, they win. They've already won, honestly. So I consider it a blessing not to have white children at this point, because they're heading into a far worse world than we even have right now. You think it's bad that maybe your mom did OnlyFans or whatever? It's gonna be so much worse.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed.
Yeah, your mom did only dogs, or your mom did only nigs.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Indians always have exclusive access to the coziest jobs, like security guard at the library in the nicest part of town. Well, you can't exploit non-whites. Like this idea that, the immigrants are, they're being taken advantage of. The employers are, just grinding them to a husk. I don't think so.
Take me, summoner.
Here's a picture of your grandma in college having her dorm room invaded by the ghetto gangers. Here's her eating her own vomit out of a dog bowl while people write white pig on her forehead, and she's loving every second of it. Yeah, that's what you got coming. White women have made maintaining the white race completely untenable. And the only people who think that it is still possible are people that manage to luck their way into the next generation. Oh, I got my wife already, therefore you're a loser. Well, you got her 10, 15 years ago, dude. There's no such thing as a wife. The idea of a white wife is evaporating quickly.
An ally has been slain.
Guys in their late 30s, 40s that manage to get a white woman are to the dating game with their advice as boomers are to the economic world. Like they have no idea. They're so far out of touch that it's insulting when they give you their ideas like you haven't tried their shitty little ideas already a million times. Have you tried not hating women, Chud? Have you tried getting a hobby where there's a woman, Chud? It's ironic that winning by forming a family dooms your kids to being brought to a far worse world. Yeah, unless you race mix. If you race mix, then your kids are on Easy Street. Yes, I'm very excited for EBT crash outs. I can't wait to see a whole bunch of property that is going to be repaired with white boys' tax dollars be destroyed, and then see the EBT cuts rolled back that week, and nobody ever face any prosecution for it. It's going to be amazing.
An ally has been slain.
That will surely, you know, people that haven't been convinced about the state of black behavior, we just need one more big good chimp out from them, and that'll push them over to our side, and then we'll finally have the political will to accomplish what we need. We just need a little bit more numbers, so therefore the chimp outs are actually good. Normie hobbies are always ridiculous. Their hobbies are like watching Game of Thrones. Their hobby is like shopping on Amazon. I'm gonna get a refill. I'll be right back. I don't know. Hiking is one of those things where I think the popularity of hiking is intertwined with the popularity of dog ownership. It's a hobby that you can pretend to have and bring your dog along with you. I think that it's also something where, like, if you say you go to the gym and, like, visually you obviously don't, people will call you on it, but you can claim to be, like, into hiking and nobody really calls you on it the same way. You can kind of get the benefits of claiming to be like an outdoorsy, exercise-minded person without any of the kind of expectations that would come along with it. There's no burden of results placed upon you. If you go look at even a Pokemon game from 25 years ago, right? You go play Pokemon Yellow, Red, or Blue, and you go to Mount Moon. The hiker trainers that battle you are like severely obese looking, like husky doofuses. And none of us playing the game at the time thought, hey, why are these fat guys calling themselves hikers? Because it doesn't matter. Like, you can take these low intensity little kind of walks. Oh, yeah, I really love nature. I'm a hiker. I get my exercise. But you're still almost 300 pounds. So, like this is the hiker. This is the hiker from Pokemon. Look at this, the Redditor body type. Okay? Imagine looking like that and having the nerve to call yourself a hiker. Make hiking your personality. Like, this is the point though. This is what they do. Like, that's where the whole hiking scam comes in, because it doesn't really require any specific like fitness items. You don't have to be in shape for people to believe you're a hiker. And they're all like this. Like, from the beginning, they all look identical. They're all the exact same guy. Yeah, I hike. I don't know how hiking I don't know how hiking doesn't get like mocked more, you know, like I studied the blade and now you come to me for help. Like, hiking should be a fucking meme, dude, in the same way. It's literally like the Pokemon hiker is the fat doofus like Pokemon cosplay. Look at a fucking woman's reaction to being pictured with this guy. And he's like her looks match. She's still icked out by it. Yeah, oh, gotta catch 'em all. Like, these people are retarded, man. It's all the exact same phenotype of guy. Hikers. Yeah, I hike. So what? But then when you search hiker, hiker is almost synonymous with hobo. Like, how do you distinguish a hiker from a hobo? They're both going to be wearing cargo pants or shorts. They're both going to have a big backpack. They're both going to have a walking stick. Maybe the only thing differentiating them is how recently one of them showered. You never tell a woman who reads that you read too, they'll shut it down instantly. Yeah. Women women that read want to be perceived as the smart one in the relationship. They want to have their little problem glasses, they want to have their little problem opinions. If you tell her you read too, you're challenging her. You're calling into question her intellectual accolades. You're making her feel insecure because while she's reading about being inseminated orally, anally, and vaginally by a romantic minotaur, You know, you might actually be reading something legitimate, and she doesn't like that. The Minotaur milking barn, yeah, she wants to be a Hugh cow. I have a lot of content backlogged for the stream tomorrow. I could do some of it today, but I ate too much. I'm short on breath because of it. There's no room in my torso for my lungs to expand. I'm low energy right now. I'll starve myself for the stream tomorrow, so I'm hungry the whole time. I'm gonna put on my own Halloween display tomorrow. I'm gonna hook up my PC computers to my bedroom window so that the whole time I'm streaming, the stream sound is blaring out of my house. That should be good and spooky for everybody else. You're going to be seeing a lot of people post their Halloween parties tomorrow. Why are you still on social media? No offense, I'm not ragging on you, I'm just genuinely curious. I never got into social media to begin with because the whole idea of having to ask women for their social media information to ask them to add you and everything else, like the humiliation ritual started there for me. That's not how I seen it happening around me. The guys women actually wanted to get in contact with, the women would like get their information or add the guy out of the blue. Of course I'll be streaming on Christmas, assuming I'm still alive. You just loosh farm them. I like that idea. You can kind of get your black pills confirmed. I don't know if it's the same bitch, dude. I don't follow these e-whores outside of the involuntary drama slop that gets sent across my Twitter feed regarding them.
Walk.
Yeah, Mayan calendar cells vindicated for sure. Oh, the world didn't end in 2012. Oh, oh, but it did, just with a whimper, not a bang. Did I get rid of the Asuka cosplayer because I hate white women? No, I just need variety. I'm gonna change this one out soon too. Pugmaw can't even escape the dog pillin league anymore. True. You keep seeing people make the same post lately about they have a younger nephew or brother who has no motivation to leave their homes or get a job or girlfriend. It's sad. These are kind of the only guys I feel bad for. I don't like the AI waifus. Human beings are kind of perfectly imperfect. There's little things about them that AI can't
Welcome to
replicate.
Summoner's Rift.
What am I top against here?
30 seconds until
Kench, I
minions
guess.
spawn.
Listen here, people. I'm not here to clean up your messes. This is a lamp, not a mop.
The AI waifu chat thing doesn't appeal to me because it's connected to everybody else. Like, if you went to the store and you bought an AI waifu that was like separate, you know, like it's on its own USB or whatever, I could find it more appealing. But the idea that you're chatting to the same AI bot that tens of thousands, millions of other guys are talking to is just it grosses me out. Like it's not in any way personal. It has a veneer of personalization, but you're sharing it with even more men than you would be a real woman. Yeah, sloppy millionths.
You stretch first? Be embarrassing if you pull me. Yeah, yeah, I see ya. Coldness is earned, win after win.
That's so crazy. Guy should not have lived there.
Bring it on.
That was so close.
Getting started. Oh, wait a second. Forgot my fishing pole.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Back in my day, we didn't need fancy weapons. Still.
If Jax is banned or picked by my team, I troll.
Let up now.
Double kill.
Next fool to ask about my face gets a mouthful of lamp.
Hospital breathing machine into the mic. Yeah.
An ally has been
True.
slain.
You're welcome.
You just can't win with people, you know? Either the mic sensitivity is so high that it picks up, you know, every little noise, or you're too quiet, I can't hear you, fix your volume, boomer.
Acacia fell, but the rest of the world won't follow. Not on my watch.
I could probably fix it, though. I just have to mess around with settings on OBS, because it's not a problem that I have on Discord.
An ally has been slain.
Old man with a lamp coming through.
Holy fuck. I got the wrong skill tree on here, and I'm just fucking
Learned every weapon
missing so many last hits.
warriors, rulers, gods. They all bleed the same.
Slain. An enemy has
I don't know
been
what
slain.
Frutiger arrow is. As you've gotten older, you have less of a desire to own stuff.
Killing spree.
For me, it's not that I have less of a desire to own things, but what I'd want to own has changed because I'm not under the illusion anymore that I'm one purchase away from finally, you know, having a girl notice me. So,
No sword and shield beats old faithful.
tilted. It's over.
Killing spree.
Look at this fucking creep wave I'm gonna miss. Oh, this is game over for me right here. About to miss 20 fucking minions in a cannon. Whew. Sociopath maxing when you have a shrew mother cucking you the whole time and making sure to buck break you in your own home isn't possible. Sociopath maxing is basically a luxury for single children that don't have any siblings or children that are products of divorce before their developmental years have occurred. I was always jealous of my friend growing up that was an only child. Do I have a grudge against my dad for leaving his stuff to his girlfriend? Yeah. I didn't go to his funeral and I didn't go see him in his final moments because of it. But I also hold a grudge against my mother for it because without her doing what she did, uh, he never would have been in the situation to make that decision. If my mother hadn't divorce raped him in the first place, there never would have been a girlfriend to leave his shit to. So,
Saw me now. They'd probably say I've lost my touch. Nothing wrong with a life of peace. Could never find one myself.
yeah, I couldn't believe it either. He left his niece a quarter of the money that he did let people inherit too. Just gave the same amount I got to my cousin. On top of leaving the house with his roasty. Yeah, and the whole side of his family hates me for whatever reason, because like somehow I'm a gold digger for thinking that I should inherit the majority of my father's property.
How many eyes?
Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed. Enemy double kill. Enemy has been slain. Double kill. An ally has been slain.
My dad's one of those old-timey boomer simps that thinks women have it the hardest and women need the most help. So, sons be damned. What blows my mind is I was spending my own time to go visit him. Before he ever got sick, I'd try to like drive out and visit him at least every other weekend. He moved like an hour away from where I was living. And when your dad's like 60, nobody expects their dad to just get cancer and die when he's 60. You know what I mean? Nowadays, 60 is pretty young. And I'd been doing that for like 6 months or a year before he got his like bad health prognosis. And then people acted like I only wanted to interact with my dad for money.
These old bones haven't failed me
An
yet.
enemy has been slain.
The whole side of his family held a grudge against me because I didn't go to his funeral or like go see him in his final days.
Win after win.
An enemy has been slain.
When the aunt of my cousin gets sick, then I'll start hanging around there. And when they complain about it, I'll tell them, "Oh no, I'm just here to pick up my inheritance. You know, you were very comfortable taking it from me. I figured this was going to be a two-way street here."
An enemy has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
He made his decision. I didn't do it out of nowhere. Like 4 or 5 months before he was gone, I went to go visit him. He told me the whole like breakdown of everything, and he kept saying he was just like, "Trust, you just gotta trust." And I'm like, "You know what, Dad? Like, I love you, but I'm not gonna be out here to see you again." So he had plenty of time to change it. He's just like, I don't think that's unreasonable. You know, you tell your son he's not inheriting the house, you're going to give it to the girlfriend, and the money that you are splitting up, you're going to give a quarter to each of your children, and then one of the quarters to your cousin, to one of our cousins, inexplicably. That's just extreme disrespect. You know, I don't really care how the divorce went. Like, I'm your child. I didn't have anything to do with your divorce. My grandpa won't let me see his will and his flip-flop from leaving me everything that you'll be taking care. You're gonna get a lot less than you expected.
Those knuckleheads are getting too rowdy.
Unfortunately, like with everything else in life, when it comes to end of life for family members, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. The ones that sit there and are gonna whine and throw a tantrum about how they need it, about how it would really help them out and all this other stuff, and especially if they're women, they're the ones that are gonna get everything because the fag boomers are gonna want to feel like a hero and a provider and a protector of women in their final last moments. you're probably not gonna get shit.
An enemy is dominating. Your turret has been destroyed.
My mother thought it would be wise to tell me that I'm not gonna inherit anything from her, and that's why I just have no problem kneading all day. Because, okay, well, I'll make sure I get my inheritance now then. I'll do an early withdrawal on the inheritance by just kneading at your McMansion while not contributing anything. I know the house is gonna go to my sister and her scumbag boyfriend too. Just report this fucked up. My mom hates me so much because from a young age she couldn't manipulate me, and that was a blow to her ego, and she's a narcissist.
An ally has been slain.
It's hard to pat yourself on the back as, you know, this matriarch, fucking puppet master when you can't even manipulate your like 5-year-old son. I mean, we have similar moms in that both of our moms are shit. I don't think DBDR's mom hates him because she can't manipulate him. I could see us having in common that our mothers don't like us because we also remind them of our fathers. Because she's like a bitter old divorcee, doesn't seem too fond of his father from what I listen to. That's probably part of it as well.
Always a reason to keep on keeping on.
I would have rather my parents stayed together and spent every other night arguing with one another than getting a divorce, because once your parents divorce, all that hatred doesn't go away. It's just now it's directed at you. Your father's not around to absorb your mother's bitching. You're gonna be next. You'll be the one expected to absorb it.
Love sitting around the lamplight, counting my scars after a long day of beating up bad guys.
An ally has been slain. Enemy rampage.
It's my fault. I forgot to change my talents over from the last game. I killed him initially, but then I got
An ally
ganked
has
a
been
couple
slain.
times. They're just over. I remember one time I was eating and my mom used her fingers to open my mouth and rip the food out, which was disgusting. What prompted that? I don't doubt it.
Shut down.
I'm just curious how that came about.
Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill.
Tom Kench tower dives both of us. Oh man, that's crazy. He's gonna get an. Oh, I thought he was gonna get a third kill under turret. I just don't see it in my lived experience or the studies. I noticed I got kicked from Mercer's Discord server. I don't know.
Toughen up.
A shocking amount. No, it's probably because Canada's such a dead end. A lot more people here trying to fucking, if not just vent about their predicament, try and escape it.
An ally has been slain.
Guess I wasn't data driven enough. What a shame.
Enemy double kill. Your turret has been destroyed. Your team has destroyed a turret.
I'm a jack of all trades.
An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your inhibitor has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
GG. That was a close one, guys. Good game. Minus 26. Now we're gaming. Let's see if we can reduce the sensitivity here. Hmm. Uh, Filters. Oh. Why is this so... I'm retarded, boomer. I gotta look this up. Uh, under mixer. Okay, let's see if this is any better. I think it might be. I think we might have cut out all the mouth breathing. You guys will have to let me know if you like it or not. It's kind of my signature. I'll do a I'll do a poll at some point on my community tab and see if people want the mouth breathing, nose noises and shit back or if gone. One less thing for people to complain about. The audible chewing and breathing. It's an important factor, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, it never really bothered me at all. Like, I didn't even think about it. I got a lot of complaints. Like, here, pull one up. One of the most recent. Look here. This guy, this guy right here. Is it too much to ask to not make all these weird noises while talking? It's like going to dinner with someone and having them talk with their mouth full and chew with their mouth open. On the one hand, I don't want to torture people with it that don't like it, but on the other hand, like the idea that there's somebody out there trying to listen to my stuff and what pushes them away isn't the content matter. It's not like what's in it or what isn't. It's like I really like listening to you curse about women and minorities and complain about things, but do you think you could smack your lips a little bit less? This would have been really enjoyable if I didn't have to listen to you breathe. A man's gotta eat, dude. I wish I had that as a canned response. I wish you had made that post in my chat, like when I started doing this, and every time someone complained, I would have just responded with a man's gotta eat. The WoW expansion is way further away than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like, I don't know, in the new year, like March, maybe. And allegedly, we're not expect. I'm not to expect it until fucking June. I'll probably have Burning Crusade to play pretty soon here, though. I'm expecting Burning Crusade sometime around Christmas, so.
Scout life isn't for everyone, I guess.
To run it back against Tom Kench. Try this again. Side sleeper or back sleeper? I'm a stomach sleeper. I sleep on my fucking on my stomach. I think I'm gonna stop though. I think it's because I'm so fat. I keep waking up with fucking heartburn from doing. Eat right before bed. Sleep on your stomach. Wake up with stomach acid in your throat. Tastes fucking gross. Spend the next fucking half hour coughing and swallowing.
I'll be carrying more than my own weight.
I think looks maxing, like you should sleep on your back though. If I were to go do it all over again, I would sleep on my back exclusive because I think that
Summoner's Rift.
sleeping with one side of your face on the pillow, you're gonna favor one side of the face on the pillow and it's gonna affect your symmetry.
Spawn.
I have one side of my face that it's not visibly asymmetrical, but I have a clear, better side in the mirror. And I think that's from sleeping on one side all the time.
Minions have spawned.
If I sleep on my back, you can't breathe and you're a heavy weight. Yeah.
Learned every weapon, bested every opponent.
You're beautiful, and your head is always buried in a pillow, both awake and asleep. You gotta stick your face in a pillow while you're getting your cheeks clapped there, Rick. You might not be as pretty as you think you are.
Dark, twisted by Shurima, fallen to the void, bound to your weapon. I can.
Oh man, I fucked up flash. Oh no, we got a bad lane coming here. I flubbed it again.
Feeling that in the morning. Shed my old name a long time ago. Didn't deserve it anymore.
Missionary's how white people are supposed to have sex because, you know, the faces are attractive. So you kind of want to see them.
Last line of Acacia, first line of defense.
I don't like Set. Set is too attractive. Why would I want to play as this fucking Chad character? Oh my god, dude.
Always a reason to keep on keeping on.
This fucking real life right now. Got the fucking Timu in lane. Never have dreams anymore. When I used to smoke a lot of weed, I'd never dream. And then I stopped smoking weed, I got my dreams back, and I'm back to not dreaming, despite no longer smoking weed, so I don't know, I'm not...
An ally has been
I guess I'm not healthy either. But I'm obviously not, right? I eat so much fucking goy slop.
Don't you let up now. They all bleed the same.
slain an enemy.
Yes, you did just lose to a guy with a lamp.
You have so many gold memes you can share with me.
Guy looks like
Those are probably gonna hurt my feelings.
welcome.
Fuck is going on down there?
Next fool to ask about my face gets a mouthful of lamp. Toughen up. Another heroic last stand.
YouTube anyone else with age ID stuff. Why would they do that? My content's appropriate for all ages.
You cruising for a bruising? Got a sharper thing. Let.
A lot of gooner sites are blocked in your state. I can't even imagine.
Come on, too easy.
That would tilt me so hard, man.
An enemy has been slain.
Trying to go have a gooning session and your fucking government decided to put the parental controls on to stop you.
Old man with a lamp coming through.
Your body, our choice, Inky. Don't you
Something
dare
extra
be
powerful.
jerking off.
Killing spree.
You gotta spend all that energy fucking waging.
If my old Kalahari comrades saw me now,
An enemy has been slain.
my touch.
Dude, Pokemon's actually gross. She was okay. She was like maybe high tier mid Becky when she was younger, but she's fucking grandma tier now. I don't know how people get so infatuated with a girl like that.
Focus. Might learn something. Any good fishing spots round here?
The most flamboyant thing I've ever said is that Pokimane is mid.
Could go for a boiled egg right about now.
Thoughts on the recent parasocial stalkers coming up?
These old bones haven't
Uh, whatever. I actually have a parasocial stalker that I'm going to be covering on stream tomorrow. For those of you that are familiar with my Discord persona,
picked up a few tricks during
it's a very blatant, roasty caricature.
Ally has been slain.
Okay, like you have to have
Has been slain.
like double-digit IQ to get the impression that I'm actually a woman, right?
An ally has been slain.
Fuck, this guy keeps getting so lucky, man. It's crazy. But I had some guy. I have no servers in common with the guy. I have no friends in common with the guy. And he fucking added me to friends on Discord the other day. And he's obviously like some horn dog trying to get in my pants, thinking I'm a girl. So we're gonna examine him tomorrow on stream. Because how retarded do you have to be? We got guys out here trying to hit on Western Decline, Rick Perry style. I'm not a girl, bucko. I even laughed at him immediately after I messaged him. And he didn't take the hint. I log on again this morning and he's messaging me again. Dashboard didn't want to speak with me because at the time I was Chad pilled. I could see getting that impression. I'm more like it's kind of like a regional thing. I think it depends pretty heavily where you are. I think attractive guys still do okay, but I think really subhuman guys do better than everyone else. Homie's down so bad they could get a semi-chub from a Discord profile picture. Yeah, and it's a white guy too. So it's like if white guys are out here doing so great, why are they getting semi-chubs from Discord profile pictures? No, it's a straight guy that thinks I'm a girl because I have a fucking girl profile picture and I'm named Stacy. That's how desperate the average white guy is. I think my headset died. You guys hear me again? I plugged it in. Hey, big head, I need some money for shock absorbers. Yeah, no, the normies are, down bad.
Give me your best.
The guy actually has a Twitch channel. That's how I found out what he looks like. It's honestly just sad. You know, and I'm actually kind of encouraged here because we're getting back to up to my semi-normal viewership numbers. If you're somebody that was here before, not necessarily a new viewer, if you stumbled upon here and you're new, you know, don't feel obligated to get notification for more of this slop. But if you're somebody that was subscribed already, you know, please resubscribe because I have no friends. I gotta interact with chat, you know. Dash discussing his trip to North Tonawanda and how there were Masons all over and everyone was a couple there. The Masonry pill's under discussed because Masons always have partners because they're always hooked up with fellow lodge members' daughters. And that would probably explain a lot of guys being incel if you're in an area where there's just Masons all over the place. Like, they're not gonna let you intermingle with them.
I never fight.
The specifics of Masonry are doing rituals so you can become an Agent Smith in the Matrix. That's there. It's that simple. And the rituals morally compromise you in one way or another.
Has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
What do those rituals consist of specifically? Nothing good.
Living through rough times makes you appreciate the simple things, like good company or a hard-boiled egg.
Think about abortion, for example, okay? Everybody that's had an abortion automatically jumps to being a high-ranking Mason.
Do this with my eyes closed.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Hey, let this light a fire.
Shut down.
Illuminism is when you realize that all the electronics around you are controlled in one way or another by some kind of overarching entity. And you start realizing that whether it's the power light on your fridge, your clock radio, everything else, it's all used to communicate messages. There's your Illuminism.
Enemy killing spree.
Wait a second. Forgot my fishing pole.
An enemy has been slain.
For me, I became illuminated when I was walking my dogs at night and repeatedly I'd be walking under a street light, and the street light would shut off when it was above me. I'd walk, it would turn back on, and it was always the street light that was above me that was turning off. And then once you see the patterns, you start seeing them everywhere. But until you have that kind of a formative moment, you don't really realize what's going on.
Well, the end of the world isn't gonna stop itself. Might have to make another heroic last stand.
Slain an enemy. Your turret has been destroyed.
Remember the game Gauntlet? What about it? Yeah, that's another thing. People that give up a piece of their body. That happened to me. Well, I have a finger that never healed correctly because I was so obsessed with walking my dogs for a period of time that I took them one night and the dog dislocated my finger very badly with when it yanked on it. Never be the same. Basically, gave up a finger.
Some say I'm battle hardened.
I think that's part of it because your body has like energetic pathways, and when you damage your body or remove part of it, those pathways become kind of like rewired.
Go for a boiled egg right about
So having a body part removed or very damaged is probably part of disconnecting you from like the Earth's natural energetic grid.
good try. These old bones
Yeah,
can
hence
be
people's obsession with tattoos. Gotta open up all of our spiritual portals to infinite. Yeah, you had some skin removed one time as a baby. It wouldn't surprise me if that's part of it as well. It's not like it grows back.
no sword and shield beats old faith.
Yeah, circumcision still being a thing is a grand indictment of our realm, that's for sure.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I'll test their mettle against my fire.
Hostile to noise. That's fucking fun.
An enemy has been slain. Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Dio packs a wallop after all this
Your turret has been destroyed.
I believe in astrology. I'm a flat earther, so
Your
it
team
makes
has
sense to
destroyed
me
a
that
turret.
the astrological bodies, when they're in certain positions, uh, produce certain electromagnetic fields
Destroyed a turret.
or whatever, and
Killing
those
spree.
determine or heavily influence the development of
Shut down.
babies at those times. So
An enemy has been slain. Your team
somebody
has
left me a
destroyed
comment that made
a
me
turret.
laugh. They were quoting somebody who said that millionaires don't believe in astrology. Billionaires.
learned every weapon, tested every opponent.
Shut down. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Tower looks fortified.
Killing spree.
Only reason I give the occult any credit is because everyone practices, not because it makes sense to me. I was told my entire life that if everyone was, oh, I don't know. No, seafaring people didn't believe it was round. Seafaring people specifically believed it was flat, and that's why they used the stars to navigate, because the stars were a reliable landmark when at sea where everything else looks identical.
Nothing wrong with a life of peace. Could never find one myself.
Double kill. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been
I'm
slain.
a hard Capricorn, and my earthy lavaciousness is most evident. Oh boy. That was a fucking zesty post right there. The zestiest, even. I think that's the gayest thing you've ever written in my chat.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Bravest hero I ever knew was just a kid. Here's to you, champ.
Earthly, lasciviousness. I don't even know what that word is. Normally I'm pretty well read, but yeah, I don't know. We might need a dictionary definition here.
There's a reason to keep on keeping on. Think you can beat me?
Slain an enemy. Enemy killing.
Man, what is this team doing?
Double kill. The enemy's inhibitor has respawned. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Double kill.
Shame. You could have turned the tide more back.
Nobody predicted modern internet. Modern internet is a reinvention of something that already exists long in the past. People already knew how it was going to turn out because it had already turned out the same way before.
Has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Has been slain. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Sky looks mighty free of void. You're welcome.
An ally has been slain. Has been slain. Enemy has been slain. Double kill.
Kind of word that Dismal would casually use. Yeah, exactly. Got big brains out. Shit.
Well, the end of the world is gonna stop itself.
Has been slain.
Oh shit, we might win. Philosophy cells will expound forth bombastically.
Your team has destroyed a turret. A summoner has
Dang, we win. Victory. Okay, boys, I think that's it for me today. Thanks for keeping me company. I will be back at 3 p.m. Pacific tomorrow with Halloween. So, sleep in and tune in, and the day should pass pretty